Hello, I'm Natalie, and this is the So Hungry Hippie Surprise Vinyl Club project of the month. We are going to be doing the Dylan Dome. I'm going to use the acrylic templates. The pattern will have the shapes in your printed pattern that is included in the shipment, so you don't have to use the templates. But you know I love a good template. Saves time, especially if you're going to batch sew. Now, we do have 3 size options with the templates. We've got small, medium, and large. And for the tutorial, I'm going to be making the large because I love a good big old zipper pouch. Okay, so using our specialty vinyl and water-resistant canvas, we don't need any interfacing. This is a really fast project, but I chose it because of this curved top edge. It'll help you build skills and improve confidence all in one. So let's get going. I'm going to take you overhead. I'm going to cut out all my pieces and sew it all in one big swoop. So if you need to fast forward, you can feel free to do that. I have not peeled the paper off of my template yet, and I don't really care to at this moment. Sounded funny. Where's my little cutter? I like to use a 28mm rotary cutter when I do curves. So you can also draw around the template and then go back and cut it if that is more comfortable for you. I really want to turn this. It'll be easier to cut for me. Now on these corners, we do have these little notches if you get a template where you can put your blade in there. Sometimes I just prefer to do scissors just because. All right, so we need another piece. I could have cut this double-sided, but I didn't think of that. So I'm just gonna do this. Utilize that straight edge there. Living dangerously, cutting it with my other piece as the template. I'm going to go back, see how that's kind of a sloppy edge there. Let's get it right. Okay, I've got 2 exteriors. All right, 2 exterior pieces. See how they're slightly different colors? I like that. I like it a lot. And now I'm gonna cut my lining pieces. I'm going to fold it so I'm cutting both of them at the same time. You will have plenty of material to work with. Draw that corner. I might be able to cut these corners at the same time if I pin these layers together. Clip, clip, clip them together. Plenty of material left to make the other sizes. I'm just going to set that over there for now. I'm going to use black and gray leopard zipper. It's a number 5 zipper and number 5 pull. I'm just going to cut this down to size. In your SBC package, we give you a full yard of zipper tape and 3 pulls. So you can just save the excess for another project or make more of these. Okay, now I do recommend that you make your zipper tabs with fabric, not out of vinyl or water resistant canvas, especially if your machine doesn't like layers. So I'm just going to use, I've got a scrap bin over here. You know what? I might be able to use this binding. Because it's a polyester fabric, it should work. Let's try it out. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. Okay, I've got 2 2-inch pieces. I think we're ready to rock. Ready to put this together? Going to be done so fast, you're not even going to know it hit you. I'm making a zipper tab, like I typically do. I'm going to get this end on, and then I'll trim my zipper down. We're going to use double-sided sticky tape, so you're not going to worry about that curve. It's going to be absolutely fine. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Now I'm going to sew across that one. double-sided sticky tape. Let's go ahead and apply this to our zipper. All right, so we have got our two exterior, our two lining, our zipper is prepped. Let's sew this baby together. I have got, well, honestly, right now I'm using this Wonderfill Deco Bob thread. I usually use Gutermann All-Purpose. I just found this spool and I want to use it up. I'm hoping it's going to work like Gutermann All-Purpose. I'll just be transparent. I do have on my Teflon foot. I'm not sure I'm going to need it, but I'm just going to put it on because I'm working with vinyl. The next thing is my stitch length is at 3 millimeters. I will let you know if I change it. Okay, let's have one exterior on the work surface, and we're going to apply our zipper like this. And hopefully I cut this the right length. We'll make it work. So peel off that paper. I've only peeled that paper off of one side. Got some space. I could move this down a little more. Okay, there we are. Let's take it to the machine. If you have a zipper foot, feel free to use that. Now, here's my pull. I'm gonna pull it back towards me a bit. Now I'm getting up close. So I'm gonna leave my needle down, lift my foot, and pull my zipper pull out of the way. Maybe. I guess it doesn't want to behave. Fine then, I'll pull it backwards. Now, if you're an expert at these zipper pouches, you could put your lining on at the same time and just do one row of sewing. I'll probably do that for the other side. I'm gonna lay the water resistant canvas right sides down. There's not really a true right side to this stuff. That's why I really like working with it. It's hard to mess up. I'm gonna put my clips here along this top edge. The zipper is sandwiched in between. I'm telling you, you take these to craft shows, you're gonna sell them like hotcakes. Okay, now we can flip it over and sew right on that stitching if you want to. Let's go over here. I can feel that zipper pull. I'm gonna try to scooch by it. Yeah. Okay, it's attached. We don't have to clip that tape. I don't know why people insist on clipping into zipper tape. Don't do it. Okay, one side is down. I'm gonna put this exterior side. Here we go. go. And again, I'm matching up the side edges. I have a little bit of space here, and raw edge to raw edge here. That tape helps you get this on here perfectly. Okay. Now, want to add this one at the same time? Let's do it. Make sure that these side edges are lined up, however. I like this way even better because there's less potential to perforate that vinyl. You never want to sew really tight stitches on vinyl because it can tear it. So now there will just be one row of stitching. We will have to pay attention and feel where that zipper pull might be. It's down here, I can feel it. Okay, so I am going to lift my foot, go under here, and scooch my pull past so that I'm not hitting it, because a lot of times it'll want to bump your sewing out. Okay. So we have both of those layers attached. Look at that. Make sure you caught everything. I am going to unzip this. And then while this is here, let's come in with our fingers and make sure that this is pressed away from the zipper teeth. And same for this side. Pull the zipper up a bit. And make sure those layers are pressed down. You can just use your fingers. You don't have to use anything else. If you want to use your seam pounder mallet, this thingy, you can. I just don't think I need to on this one. Okay, I am going to very carefully top stitch these layers in place. And again, my thread is just gray. It's going to melt right in. I've made sure that my layer underneath is pulled down. You don't want that to bunch up and get sewn into the zipper teeth on the underside. Go as slow as you need to. I didn't change my stitch length. 3 is just fine. You don't need to back stitch because it's going to be caught in the side seam again anyway, so just so. If you need to pull this out of the way, do it. That guy is giving me a hassle today. That's okay. Juki does sell Teflon zipper feet. I have one somewhere. It's a really good investment if you have a Juki. All right. So now it is top stitched. Looks clean. I'm going to open this all of the way and bring outer layers together and inner layers together. Okay, so now these layers, exterior, right sides together, lining, right sides together. We're gonna leave an opening in the bottom of the lining. So I'll start here and back stitch, and then sew the sides, sew the bottom, sides, and a little bit here. And then we will box our lower corners. Up here, you're not sewing over the zipper tab. You're going right beside it. Again, right here, I am not going over the zipper tab. I left a tiny bit of space, not as much as I should, and I'm going beside it. Bring it out. I sort of chain pieced my boxed corners there, and I'm just clipping my threads so you can see. Sometimes I do that just to save on thread. So this is where we're at. Here's our opening in the lining bottom. No opening in the exterior. The zipper is wide open inside there. So now we're gonna pull these layers and meet the bottom boxed corners. Nest your seams. Same thing for over here. Sometimes, yeah, just pull it in there, pull it apart. Here we go. That's why I back stitch on those boxed corners, is so this seam right here doesn't pull apart. And now this one. And let's sew our boxed corners. So I'm going to bring this in, make sure everything is flat. Now for the exterior, I make sure my layers are smooth and flat. No wrinkles. this side. Now we will pull it through that bottom lining opening. And you're going to push the exterior all the way out and use your fingers and get those corners looking nice. You're not going for perfection, you're going for the best you can do with where you're at today. Now we're going to come in here and push those tabs out. You have to actually put your thumb in there or your pointer finger and push them out. They're not going to naturally come out nice like this. You have to push it. I'm going to trim this thread because it's on my nerves. All right, now for the lining, same thing. I'm going to push out my corners. Look at this, no interfacing. Fold the opening in, and I'm just going to sew this shut by machine. Oop. Trim threads. Push it down in. We're done. Just take a hot minute and get that lining in there so it's nice and crisp and clean. I'll take you overhead to show you. I didn't even have to turn on my iron. Now, if you wanted to, you could absolutely add pockets in here. I'm not all about that today. I'm just getting her done. There you go. And there's our pouch. Now I can iron this with my Teflon sheet and it'll be even crisper. So let me turn on my mini iron here, get my Teflon sheet. I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes when you're working with a smooth vinyl like this one, you just want that classic, really, really smooth finish. So let's go overhead and I'll show you how I press it. I fold it like this. See that? Smush it down. Put my old Teflon sheet on it. My iron is on cotton high, and I move my iron around like this. Super smooth and pretty. Same for the other side. So there's our finished size large Dylan pouch, Dylan Dome. Now I challenge you to make all 3 sizes and then let me know what you think. Which size is your favorite? You know, that kind of thing. I had them pack the leopard zipper that I used with this because I think it just melts in and looks beautiful with it. It's not overtly leopard. Perfect little Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, birthday gifts, Pack this baby with cosmetics, candy, notebooks, markers, pens, notebooks, whatever you want. And it just makes a really classic and unique gift. All right, I hope you had fun. I want to see yours. Post them in the Facebook Makers group. Peace, love, sewing.